that there's no fraud. And he's doing a really great job. He's been really on top of it. So we're honored to be able to send his personal charity project out into the world first. I'm not sure. I think it's almost $200,000 was raised within 24 hours for his charity. So like, amazing job, everybody. It's pretty significant and powerful. Like the amount, not only like the amount, but just, you know, how many people from the InuYasha community were able to get behind that cause. And I mean, it means the world to him. I mean, he went to sleep. We had a little bit of hiccup with the NFT contract. The issue was that the recipient address was going to be a multi-sig, Gnosis safe multi-sig wallet, and it wasn't interacting with the NFT contract properly. So as soon as we did some troubleshooting and we switched over the recipient address over to a normal ETH wallet, minting started, and he was asleep at the time. So he woke up to his charity raising, you know, almost $200,000 overnight, which is just pretty amazing. The bears are still available, guys. You can read about the charity if you go to the sashikogroup.io. You can go see the different collections that we have right now. There's a salmon NFT that's going to be going to different organizations in the Pacific Northwest for salmon habitat restoration. And this one's really near and dear to my heart just because I fish for salmon maybe like a third of the year. We can go into great detail in the future when the NFT event is open. However, if you click the bear, you can read about the Headstrong charity and see what Herb is doing in the UK. And you can go ahead and mint a bear. This is the requirement if you want to access the pre-sale for Pochi Inu. Our DAO members have experienced cumulative 1,000x gains in the last 3 months. And so we just think it's fair that they give back to be able to access future pre-sales. Yeah, so go mint a bear. They're really cool. They look rare. The art is good. It should be a good time. So, okay. So anyway, so moving on, Daniel, can you bring the Pochi Inu tweet back in? It's up there. You're just up, scroll to the right. I'm gonna mute Lynn. How do I do it? Okay.
I just muted them.
Okay.
But yeah, if you scroll through the tweets at the top, it'll be up there.
Okay, nice. And then if you guys are able to play the video. How do I do it?
I just removed him from as a speaker. So
okay. Yeah, let's go one by one. Okay. Maybe after here in a second. Thanks, Daniel. Okay, guys. So Pochi Inu, I'll just kind of lay down the basics of what it is. There's another token project that we're working on that develops smart contracts for NFTs to introduce the properties of growth and decay and reproduction into the properties of NFTs so that the actual NFT contract can create their own NFTs, right? From interaction with the Pochi. So what that means is these dog NFTs, these pup NFTs will be available from Pochi. You will be able to experience growth of the dog in the Unreal 5 engine in our metaverse project. The Pochi token itself will act like nourishment. So if you can imagine the NFT contract or the NFT itself having kind of like a health bar, it would continuously, it would grow and then deteriorate. In order to prevent the deterioration, you need to add or stake the Pochi Inu token to kind of like complete the NFT to prevent the deterioration. And so what this is trying to mimic is sort of like life itself, right? Like, can we introduce, the idea of being able to perish into NFTs? Most people think like, well, these NFTs, they're pictures, they'll be there forever, right? But as you guys know, your pets, whatever it might be in real life, just life itself, doesn't last forever, right? And so this would be like the concept or the idea that we would be introducing into the NFT contract. So I think there's going to be 10,000 puppies available. I believe. I'm not sure on the exact number just yet, so don't quote me on 10,000, guys. But it'll be a significant number of puppies available to mint, and you will be able to interact with these dog NFTs inside of our metaverse project that we're building out in the Unreal 5 engine. Some of our developers are introducing like an artificial intelligence, as well as being able to complete or obey like certain commands within the engine. So if you guys watch the video, you'll be able to see the dog, come over to you, walk with you, sit, whatever it might be. It's really cool that he looks like a red healer, Australian cattle dog, because I actually have a red healer, Australian cattle dog. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, so that's the basis of what Pochi is. The value added is, at least token wise, is these NFTs, as they grow, they have the potential to be able to, like, I don't know how to say this. It's easier to talk about it with the other project that's working on these smart contracts, but like with these dogs, imagine like one dog becoming 3 dogs eventually, right? And so when you look at the value of the token itself, let's say that it requires 1 million tokens staked in order to prevent the deterioration of your NFT, right? If the dog has like puppies, for instance, and now 10,000 NFTs turn into 20,000 NFTs, the requirement to prevent the deterioration of the actual dog NFT will go up, right? So originally it was 1 million Pochi Inu tokens. If you have 2 dogs, it'll be 2 million Pochi Inus, and they will be staked in order to integrate with that NFT contract. So what this will do
Oh my God. Come on, load. Stupid ass computer, bro.
Delivering what the project said it was going to do. Yeah. So I guess moving. Sorry, guys, I ramble a lot, but so moving back to like what value does this provide to the investor, right? Well, one, this is not, I wouldn't say, an investment, right? This is the Pochi Inu token itself is a piece of the equation of this growth and decay type equation, right? It's the Pochi Inu token itself is meant to prevent decay within this NFT smart contract. Okay, so there, I would say not investment. It's just there to be a piece of the equation. Secondly, no, I don't know what I have. I breed horses. I have horses and dogs and birds. I have a peacock. I don't really know if any of these things are smart investments. To be honest, I don't think that having these different birds and whatnot aren't necessarily the most savvy investments, but we do them anyway, right? Like I don't know why the Tamagotchis got so popular to begin with, but people like them, so we would be trying to mimic that, but in a more realistic, more realistic way. So if everybody is able to see the video of our Unreal 5 metaverse project and see the integration of the dog NFTs into it, and I think I kind of got to everything. If anybody has any questions, you think, Daniel, you think that's a good segue? You think I should keep going on about something?
I think it's a good segue.
Okay, cool. Okay, Evan, go ahead. Guys, there's lately there's been a lot of like lewd spam. Try to keep it reasonable, guys. I hope. Go ahead, Evan. You're unmuted.
Hey, how are you, Pay? I was referred to you by Crypto Financial on TikTok. I'm another TikToker as well. I recently found a platform, InuYasha, and I was looking at it, and I really like the bear NFT aspect of it, and the fact that the whole token, like other launchpads as well. I have a quick question. I couldn't find anything. When does the pre-sale end for Pochi Inu?
I don't know. So Hawk, another member of the team. Guys, keep in mind this team is a large team, and we all entrust different individuals to complete certain tasks and be in charge of certain things. So the main guy to talk to you about that would be Hawk. However, generally we leave it open for a few days or until we feel like we have enough registrants or too many registrants. At a certain point, it becomes too much work, so we manually audit everybody's wallet, right? So it should be open for the foreseeable future, and then we'll see. It's 6 a.m. where Hawk is right now, so once he wakes up, we'll get a head count of everybody that's registered.
Okay, great. Thank you. And the Pochi Inu is planning on launching February 2nd, correct?
I believe so. We're gonna. That is like, I want to say that's a hard yes. However, with different market conditions and different things going on, there can sometimes be delays on our end, and then also just broad market type situations. But yeah, we're shooting for the 2nd.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Peyote. Thank you for the information. I look forward to the launch.
Cool. Thanks, man. Okay, Johnny's Twitter thing has a lock on it. What should we do? Oh,
I'm adding him right now. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Johnny, go ahead.
It just shows him as connecting still. We can go to the next question and come back to Johnny.
Okay, cool. Energy Brooklyn. Hold on. As you can.
I'm at it right now.
Okay. I'll let you do it. Oh, mix it up. Thanks, Daniel.
No problem.
I should have good connection for this type of thing. Maybe everybody else's. I kind of like Telegram voice chats. They seem to run smoothly.
It looks like they're still connecting, so I'll try. We'll go to Gerald next.
Okay.
Hopefully he can connect.
Hello?
Hey.
Hear me, bro? Hey, man, I got a question. What's the link for the Telegram?
Yeah, if you go, I don't have the exact link, but if you go to InuYasha.io, you'll be able to access the Telegram from there.
Okay, thank you, bro.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, Laisel. Energy, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm Energy Brook.
Hey, but you can go ahead if you want.
Yeah, so what's going on? I guess came in just now. Just don't know what's going on.
Oh, we're just going over the upcoming news for the launch of the Pochi Inu token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys, best place to get continuous updates, I think, on everything going on. The InuYasha token Twitter is a good place, but most likely the active place is going to be the InuYasha Telegram itself. Things are updated as they come in on the Telegram.
So if I want to get any updates, how will I get any updates if I'm not?
If you want updates, just go to those two information sources. And if you don't, then you will not get any updates.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jeremy. Did Evan go?
Actually, I have another question. This is Pal, the crypto hippie. We're actually just working right now together. As far as the hard cap, are you able to disclose that right now?
No.
Hey, Peyote, are you
So
there?
Evan go? Hey.
Actually, I have another question. This is Pal, the crypto hippie. We're actually just working right now.
Okay, sorry. I just muted that one guy. No. So regarding hard cap, starting market cap, pre-sale allocations, maximum contribution, everything is sort of developed as different numbers come in, right? So the best, like the way that this usually works regarding our pre-sales is we get a total head count, then we audit wallets. Whoever is left is added to an announcement group in Telegram. And then once we establish what we think would be a good starting market cap, then we announce what our maximum contributions are going to be. And even that has some variability to it, just because the price doesn't stay the same, right? So we use ETH as our main pair, for the tokens that we launch. And sometimes people will put in at, say, $3,000, right? They'll make the contribution, and it'll be $2,300 by the time the launch comes. So prior to launch, we generally take a snapshot. We always have enough ETH. If there isn't enough ETH, then we generally provide it to kind of round out our pre-sale float and our initial liquidity. But yeah, I don't know specifically on the hard cap just yet. There's a lot of different variables that go into determining it. So,
Thank you for the answer. Appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Lazel, did you have something? I'm gonna unmute Dak. Okay, so I'm removing you. Okay, go ahead, Dak.
Hi, this is Hastler. Yeah, I have a question, man. You've been saying that the puppies NFTs are gonna mimic the real life. I was wondering, is there a point where even those puppies are gonna like grow and die, because you've been seeing talking about growing and you're not gonna have them forever, so that means that they're gonna like die in the metaverse?
Yeah, eventually. However, I think that we can prolong using the Pochi Inu token. And it's unfortunate to do it with dogs like this. The other project that we're working with on these same smart contracts, it has maybe a little bit less emotional attachment type of situation to the NFTs. But yeah, eventually the NFT would cease to exist, right? As time goes on. So it's a complex equation. To make it work.
Got it. Thanks so much, Peyote.
Of course. So just to speak on that a tiny, this is sort of where the value of the nourishing aspect of the equation, the actual token itself. If you guys don't take care of your dog NFTs, they will, you will see the result of your neglect, right? So, okay, Justin, I'm bringing you on here. Taking a risk, Justin. Do me good here. Go ahead, bud.
Justin, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. So I was wondering, you said the dogs might like have puppies or something. You mentioned horses or something in the future. I wondered, have you guys thought about making a utility like being able to sell those puppy NFTs on like OpenSea and maybe include a certain amount of tokens when you sell it? So if somebody wanted a dog, they could just get the dog and then they would have the tokens to nourish it or something?
Yeah, so great idea. So the puppy aspects, right, of the creation equation in the NFT contract. Yeah, if you're part of the Genesis mint, right, for these dog NFTs, then you pretty much have, I wouldn't say like a monopoly, but you have the future of that collection in your hands. So I don't know regarding specifics about the token or moving along, but yeah, there's a lot of things that this specific team is thinking and trying to integrate. So yeah, thanks, Justin. Okay, Green Planet. Go ahead, Green Planet. And then I'll unmute Jeremy. Jeremy, keep your mic has a lot of feedback. Okay, so just as you go. Okay, Green Planet. I'm gonna remove you. Go ahead, Jeremy. Mr. Ice Time, I'll add you.
Jeremy, you're still muted.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and add Scott. I'll add a few people here, and then please just take your turn.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, so question. I kind of want to ask you, what's the most that we can put in on the fair launch?
On the launch, like once we enable trade.
Once you enable trading, because I know for Cliff that there was, I'm not making a cap, so I'm trying to figure out for Jeanette projects, whether it's Coochie Now, Scientific DAO, and of course I think the Real World. What's the most that we can put into these, or is there a cap on all of them? But I know you guys got like a whole anti-will thing going on.
Well, we generally have a cap of 1% per wallet, and then we try to scale. We try to scale in slowly the maximum purchase, and then we try to keep that pretty fluid, so that people can't just enter in a specific amount of tokens that they know beforehand. To try to prevent any bot activity. So it will most likely be a smaller percentage than 1% to start, and as the market cap increases, hopefully increases, then the maximum purchase will go up, probably finalizing on 1%, and then after a certain amount of time, I don't know if you guys are aware, but we even just remove the 1% on occasion, just because if somebody wants more than 1% at a certain point, and they want to spend the money, we won't prevent them from spending that kind of money, I guess. But so this will have a max wallet size for the time being.
Okay, so with that max wallet size, depending on that 1%, is that going to depend on what the market cap is during that time for that project? Like, say, pretty sure for something like Scientific Dow, which is dealing in the whole pharmaceutical industry, which is, more of a billion-dollar industry, I'm guessing that 1% will be a lot greater than what Cliff or InuYasha or Guzzler is, correct?
No, I mean, it's all ratios, right? So what you said was speculative, right? So we don't know what the market cap for the Science DAO would do. The 1% is based on the total supply, right? So if it's 100 billion, it would be 1 billion tokens as the max that you can have in your wallet.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Thanks, bud. Okay, Scott, go ahead, and I'll unmute Ice Time. Let's see. And I'll unmute Jared. Just take your I'll unmute Green Planet again, but just, if you have a, just figure out how to unmute yourself if you want to talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Scott, go ahead.
Okay, so Hawk mentioned that tomorrow they would somehow notify us if our registration was accepted, because there's an issue with Trust Wallet and we weren't sure if we're connected or our information got over. Is that going to be in a voice chat, or is that going to be in the Telegram, or how will they relay that, just for confirmation?
Most likely in the Telegram. I'm not sure. Our Wallet Connect historically has worked just fine with Trust Wallet.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. Just make sure that you're using a browser that's compatible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just wanted. It's my first time, and I just wanted to make sure that it was working.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows how many people registered, but I'm sure if you were able to get to the screen where you're able to put in your Telegram screen name and your wallet, then you're probably good to go.
Great. Thank you.
Yep, of course.
Hi, this is Green Planet. My name was not mentioned, but my mic has come on.
Great. Go ahead.
The February 2nd date for Pochi Inu, has that been confirmed? And if we have registered, when and how will we be informed that we were selected for a lot?
Yeah. So I said a little bit earlier, the process usually is as follows. You will register your screen name and your wallet. Then you will go through, your wallet will be audited by the team, not just our team, but the Pochi team. I'll go into that here in a little bit as well. After that, if you make the cut, you will be added directly to an announcement group. Make sure you guys, I don't know, either add me as like a contact or you enable your privacy settings so that I can add you. Otherwise, it's extremely difficult to go through and send DMs to 500 people with the link, right? So just make sure that you guys use a screen name so that I can use the @ symbol in your screen name. Otherwise, if it's just your name that you see on Telegram, you will not make it. Okay, we've tried to coddle people in the past, and it's becoming too much at this point. So make sure you have a screen name. Okay.
So this is on Telegram.
Exactly. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Go ahead, Jared. I'm unmuting you, Yon. Give me a second. There you go. And Brian, I'm unmuting you as well. Just take your turn, take turns, guys.
Yes, sir. With Telegram, I know you said that we can add you as a contact. I'm brand new to Telegram. I have Telegram because of InuYasha, actually. So how exactly do you add you as a contact? I went to contacts and when I went to the add contact, it looked like it was just filtering everything from my phone, like my contacts that way. How do I add you?
Go to.
You have to. I don't think he has to DM you to add you as a contact.
Yeah.
So just make sure it's open in your security settings.
Okay, gotcha. I did confirm that, so we should be good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And also, with the Coinbase wallet, with the browser, it looked like I got the I guess the register confirmation or whatnot through the InuYasha.io. That should mean I'm good to go, right? Because I know Coinbase has it's a little bit different. You can't connect directly to the wallet on your phone or whatnot. Am I assuming that accurately?
You are.
Good to go. Thank you.
Thanks, Jared. Go ahead, Yon. Or Brian, whoever's able to unmute.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. A quick question. Just had do you know when the rabbit NFT is going to launch?
I don't. That's a good question. That is another project in pipeline here. I think they have most of the artwork done. They're making some custom like hand-drawn type artwork for the website to make it a little bit more homegrown kind of feel. So they're underway with those graphics. It is every aspect of the website will be hand-drawn. Except maybe the literature, right? So they're underway, and then we should probably reconnect with Austin and Zach. For those that don't know, we're helping Austin and Zach incubate a rabbit NFT project for their communities, and so we hope to be able to deploy and launch that project inside of the Yasha incubator as well. So really excited for that one. And Daniel, you think you can beat or add it into the space a picture?
Which picture?
Of one of the rabbits. Here, I'll text you really fast. Give me a second.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll get it in there.
Okay.
Hey, I saw that in the InuYasha Telegram, and I tell you, it's stuck in my head ever since that day. So I've been patiently waiting for one. That I don't buy NFTs, but that is definitely one that I'm going to purchase.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I know that Austin and Zach has some really cool plans in store for that community and the utility as a whole, and especially for the launch and everything. And then two guys with incredible online traffic and a lot of hype and professional experience. And so I think that collection, I don't know that much about NFTs. Like I probably should have started with some simpler NFTs instead of the guzzler cars where you can change, your NFT around, or like the NFTs that are like living beings. However, from what I can see, they look rare, right? So, did you get that, Daniel? I sent you.
Yeah, it's in the group now, or it's in the space now.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, so you guys can see whenever that pops up, you guys can see the rabbit, the board rabbit collection that Austin and Zach are working on right now. So yeah, pretty soon, guys. Just the website is all custom, hand drawn, type stuff. So takes some time. However, getting pretty close. I think February, 100%. Okay, Yance, go ahead. And if anybody else has any questions, go ahead. I'll probably ramble on for a little bit after. Okay.
Do you want me to just approve everything?
Yeah, sure. We could go. I got. I think that's Dane and Tyson, and we'll start there. We'll keep Energy and Lynn muted. Go ahead, Dane. And Jan, I'm gonna mute you because you haven't said anything.
Hey Joey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, question. There isn't a Telegram up yet for Pochi Inu, is there?
There's not. Okay. No, there's not. Yeah. So the time will come. Hawk manages all of our telegrams and puts all of that stuff into motion. So when he feels like the time is right, he'll get that going for everybody, and then hopefully we don't have any crazy bots. We might move off of Telegram entirely if we can't get the bots under control. There's people that pay other people to bot us, which is pretty outrageous. So I think, yeah, we'll try to make it work out.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. It's a headache. It's a headache.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Ray.
Yeah, thanks. All right, Tyson, go ahead.
Hey,
grows.
Sorry if I sound like a dumbass, but as for this registration, what exactly did I just do? Connecting my wallet to that? Yeah,
Yeah,
it just makes me nervous, connecting the wallet stuff.
Oh, yeah. So the Wallet Connect is just to ensure that you have the correct amount. So basically, your InuYasha token, part of the utility of the token is that it is a password to access certain regions of our DAO. So if you don't have the 10 million InuYasha tokens present in your wallet, you will not be able to act. You won't even be able to register, right? But if you feel uncomfortable about connecting your wallet,
well, it's already done. So,
and that's totally.
I just wonder what I did, what it gave you access to, and then I disconnect my wallet. So did it take a snapshot of what's in the wallet, or?
No, I mean if you registered your wallet, right, and we then we'll see what your wallet address is, and so we'll be able to see the contents regardless. But yeah, the Wallet Connect is just it basically how do you say it? So inside of the Wallet Connect, there is not a permission, but it's called a strategy, and so the strategy is going to be quantity of ERC20 in a certain amount, right? And that will enable you to pass through. And it's as simple as that. It's no you didn't enter your seed phrase. Guys, only go to the right website, please. Don't enter your seed phrase or whatever it is. Just don't do that. So don't download apps from Google Play. Right. Yeah, don't do any of that stuff. But yeah, you're good on our Wallet Connect. It's basically just a strategy. It's called. That's what it's called. In the program, right? It's strategy, ERC20, quantity of the contract, and then we enter our contract address in there, and so you have to have that amount. And that's just our first filter, so that we don't get people without any InuYasha tokens or less than the required amount registering for the pre-sale.
Okay, and then from here, you would only contact us if there was a problem?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, thanks. Okay. I feel like I've unmuted Ice Time quite a bit. What's going on? Okay, Ice Time. Third time is Dak. Chris Robinson. Okay. Okay, go. And then John, I saw Bradford. I saw that you were in there for a while. So let's just start there if we can. Chris Robinson, go ahead if you want. Or if you don't, that's fine. Next person can go.
Hey, this is Chris.
Hey.
So I have two questions. So the first one is, do you need both the 10 million tokens and the NFT to be able to register, or is either or?
No, you need both. Yeah.
Okay. And and the second question is, when is the registration process? Like, when does it end? Is there like a, is it next 24 hours, or after this call ends? Like, when is it over?
Oh, we leave that up to Hawk, but it should be like you should have some time, but don't procrastinate. You know, there have been people that have procrastinated, even in sending in ETH, right? Like we had closed down even the contribution time slot, and then people sent in like a day late, and they actually never got airdropped their Cliff tokens, which is really sad. So,
good.
Yeah.
And
you have time, but don't procrastinate, right?
Yeah. I guess this is just crossed my mind. All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry for asking.
All right, hold on.
Go ahead, Hustler. John, give him 1 second.
Yeah, sorry for asking too many questions.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to them and I did. I connected my wallet and they provided my username on Telegram. That's all I did today on InuYasha.io. But like I was expecting to have a section to put some payments or something because I moved my stuff from Trust Wallet to MetaMask, and I was aware of that I'm gonna be able to add my second wallet or something, but it was no section to do that.
Maybe we should tell, because you have some sort of transferring of stuff going on, or
Yeah. There is no comment.
It should all be on the blockchain, so we'll be able to see it.
Okay, cool.
But if there's any question beyond that, we'll reach out to you.
Okay. And the second question, I only have like barely 10 million, a little bit over 10 million, because I just got rug pulled on Bunnyverse. So I was running low a little bit on some dry powder. Is that like a sort of issue? Like you're gonna select people only like who got like 30, 400? You go like coming like from like the highest amount of tokens to the lowest amount of tokens?
no? If you have, if there's 10 million in there, then you're in, bud. And the Bear NFT, we're making charitable contributions a requirement. Yep.
Yeah, I got two of those.
Oh, awesome, cool.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I also voted on the website. I want you always to keep those NFTs, like charities are always good. Just keep those all the time.
Right on. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, it really blown away by everybody's contribution. It's been really cool.
That's what's all about. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead, John. Sorry.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hey. I think maybe I missed the answer to my question. I keep getting kicked off for some reason, but so it was. Yeah, I believe it was 10 million. You had to be in to get into the pre-sales and stuff like that.
Yes.
Is that still what you need?
Yeah.
To hold. Okay. All right. I was curious on that. I just and my other question is because I've had a bit of a problem. I did have 10 million, and so I'm kind of new, and I started my journey into crypto about 2.5 months ago, and I love your guys' project, and I started out with the InuYasha, and I had probably, I think, real close to 10 million, about 9 million. And same with Guzzler and another one. And I started out because my girl, she's in the Philippines, and I figured, maybe it's a way to bring in a little bit of extra income. And she got hit with a typhoon right around all this stuff happened. I let my guard down, and I thought I was investing
with somebody, and basically I got ripped off and taken for all my jumps. Basically, like 8 million in Guzzler and 8 million, and I did keep some of the tokens, and I've replaced a lot of what I could, but everything went up in price. But anyway, so I'm really hesitant about doing anything anymore, obviously. So where can I stake? I've got Cliff. I've got I love all your projects. Is there where can I trust to follow where I can stake the Clifford and stake the Guzzler and find out and stay up to date on all that, so I'm not getting where I shouldn't be or taking advantage of anything like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we are working on staking. We're trying to integrate it into our overall metaverse project. However, we are working on staking for the entire ecosystem. Clifford actually just unleashed Project Red. So currently you're able to stake your Clifford tokens to receive rewards in red tokens.
Cool.
Yeah, really bullish for the long term. I think that there's it's going. I mean, the value locked in the Clifford staking pool right now is getting pretty significant. I think the first, don't quote me, I don't know if it's the first 333 or if it's the first, stakers plus some sort of contest, but they get the board Cliff. They'll get airdropped a board Cliff NFT as a reward. Maybe, do you have that, Daniel? One of those pictures?
I left the link in the space for staking Cliff. So if you scroll to the top of the space, you'll see a couple tweets, and then one of them will have the link where you could stake your Cliff.
Righteous. So yeah, so staking is coming to fruition here, little by little. Yeah, we also kind of we just adopted a project called Maneki Neko, which is coming out with a hardware wallet, co-developed with a leading blockchain security company, and so that I think will be a very safe place to store your digital assets as well. I wouldn't call it like an acquisition, but we helped a friend launch a project, and he got overwhelmed with anxiety with the amount of FUD that was coming at him, and so we kind of trying to step in to see that project to fruition. So that will also be another safe place to put your stuff. So go ahead, Yon. I've unmuted you.
Awesome.
3 times now. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, there you are.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. And quick
Yep.
question about Pochi. So since there's going to be a decaying aspect to the NFTs, and the original NFTs will have puppies, will there be some type of like bloodline that you could develop where you can see the history of where your NFT came from, or what mixes or breeds you can mix, and what those parents like build like a family tree?
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good. I wasn't really going to go into it, as this is just like the initial, kind of not really unveiling, right? But yeah, exactly. So there's a bunch of, I think there's going to be 10 to 15 different breeds, obviously with different rarity, or I'm not exactly sure, rare properties and whatnot. Different color fur or whatnot. The actually integrated into this metaverse along with the Pochi Inu token. Cliff has some red dog NFTs that will be very similar to the Pochi Inu NFTs. So I think we'll wait to see what the team is coming up with. But I think your train of thought is kind of along what they're thinking.
Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, another idea. If 2 rare NFTs like dogs get together, would the contract be able to create a new NFT based on what they procreated?
Yeah, I don't. It's interesting. It's easier. The other project that we're working with right now on these smart contracts, it's a little bit easier because it doesn't involve like breeding, right? Like the NFT sort of just recreates its own NFTs, right? And the way that it works, right, is again you have one dog, the one, and it requires 1 million tokens to prevent the deterioration or whatnot. And then, don't quote me on the specific number. I'm just using it as a round number example. But let's say the one dog requires 1 million and then it has like 2 puppies, right? And now like the requirement to prevent that deterioration is now 3 million. And as the NFTs grow in number, the token becomes more scarce, right? And so that is the equation where we would be creating long-term value for the Pochi token.
Nice, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey, Peyote, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, so just a little bit, a question about the deterioration as a utility, which I think that it's really awesome to be thinking about destructive utilities in a sense. I think that's pretty genius, actually. And I was just curious if you could speak on, implementation within the ecosystem of that, or what you guys might have in mind for the future with that specific deterioration utility.
Like other use cases?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, there's other living organisms, right? Where we can so this is going to be pretty complex, guys. I'll ramble here for a little bit and see if people can kind of grasp this. So basically, the way, and this is a mixture of all of the different smart contracts that we're working on or that we're working with. So let's start with the Guzzler token or the Guzzler mint engine, right? The smart contracts that make the game work, where you are able to modify and layer NFTs on top of NFTs, where the metadata is able to update, based on user input. The best way that I usually do, the way that I describe this usually is if you imagine like Zillow.com, your house on Zillow.com would be like your base NFT, right? And the metadata associated with your house NFT on Zillow.com would be like 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, this many square feet, last remodel year, floor coverings, roof type, stuff like that. Okay. And so as you, imagine you have your house painted, right? And the contractor comes, okay, and the actual service of the house painted is an NFT, is an ERC 721. So upon paying that invoice, that would create a blockchain event, right? That would immediately update the metadata for your base house NFT on Zillow.com so that it will show immediately upon that blockchain execution that your house was painted on this specific date. Now, the money value, that you paid, right, that can also integrate into your base value of your house on Zillow, right? So that, you paid $10,000 to have the house painted or whatever it was. And what would end up happening is that would directly impact another character in your metadata, which would be the value of your house overall, right? So in a way, you could sort of game the process. However, a lot of assets are depreciating assets as well, right? And so integrating the property of deterioration or depreciation into things that wear over time so that you can translate, these NFTs or these properties and attach NFTs onto real world items, right, is extremely important for the future of like blockchain integration into the real world, right? And so one of the use cases, would be like historical buildings, right? Adding historical value to different real estate. If, these specific cornices or this mason work was done by, somebody on this date at this time, there is some metadata associated with that. Where in history, right, or in the past, all of this stuff is sort of either recorded down word of mouth, or there's some pictures of somebody that does something at some point in the past, right? And so now you're putting all of those events onto the ledger, right, and creating blockchain events so that you can look back through that historical building's past and see when these things actually happen, right? And so, yeah, the depreciation property or deterioration property for anything that can wear over time, right? It can even be like a designer coat, right? Or a designer handbag, right? It's now like a used item, right? And so that item, right, would have some depreciation or some deterioration, right, to it. So whether you're able to use some type of token to repair that item in the real world, you don't really know. But also things grow over time as well. Like your let's say that you tokenize a cash flowing investment, and over time it appreciates. Like let's say you bundle 6 apartment buildings into an NFT, and the NFT represents some type of capitalization rate and return. As your overall portfolio is kind of bundled together in one token. The building values over time, right, or whatever it would be, it's easier for commercial real estate where your building value is directly related to the amount of income the building produces. But what would end up happening is your portfolio would appreciate, so the property of growth can be applied, but then also depreciating the asset over however many years. Like I think D would know more about this than I would, but depreciating the asset over the 27 and a half years or 39 years, depending if it's residential or commercial, that's where you would be able to apply the deterioration property into that building NFT, right? So these different, growth and decay specifically has so many different applications in the world. So that's really, I mean, this goes for Guzzler, this goes for Pochi, this goes for this other project that's integrating growth and decay and reproduction into its smart contracts. That's the overall flavor, right, of how you would integrate those different properties, right? Go ahead, CryptoCast.
Yeah, I just had a couple questions. The first one's quick. I was just going to ask about those rich rabbits. Those look bullish.
Yeah.
How do I get on that whitelist for those?
Yeah. Great question. So Austin and Zach are enabling us to give away some whitelist spots for the rabbits, the Rich Rabbit Club. We have not created a contest for it yet. We're going to try to get to the point where the website is done, the artwork is done, everything is ready to go, and then we can have kind of a ramp up in marketing and whitelist, creation, as well as the Discord community creation. But yeah, good idea, and that's definitely in the works. I think there's going to be maybe 200 initial spots for the InuYasha community, and then I think we're going to try to do a little bit more specifically for InuYasha DAO members. So
awesome. And then my next question was just when will we see like the logo for the Pochi Inu, and then like maybe a website, Telegram, any of that coming soon?
Yeah, as soon as we can. The logo, let me see if I can pull it up, guys. Give me a second. And then I'm gonna pull up the initial logo, guys. That's actually a good reveal.
I just want for filling purposes,
Yeah, here. Okay, I'm gonna send this to Daniel. Give me a second. I'm gonna crop it really fast so that way I'm not good at this stuff, guys. So just bear with me here. Okay, Daniel, I'm going to text you what the initial concept for the Pochi logo is, okay? And then if you want to try to eat it. Thank you so much. Okay. Sorry. Our NFT artist, or the NFT artist that we regularly use, is we convinced to make the token. Oh, D, you're back. Hold on. There you go. Oh, Fisherman is here, guys. If you guys, I'm gonna add him to speak. This guy, the most bullish voice in the universe. CryptoCast, I sent the logo over to Daniel, so he'll tweet it and put it in the space here in a second.
Yep, it's awesome.
Thanks, Peyote.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Hey,
what up?
Can I cut in real quick because we're trying to deal with the issue that popped up? Just so everybody on here knows, all you have to do to register is you connect your wallet, register, and then disconnect or just close the website. Do not transfer, send tokens to InuYasha or to the contract. Once you send them to they're gone. Like it's more or less like burning them, and there's no requirement to do so. You need to keep all your tokens in your wallet. Hopefully that's clear for everyone. Does that make sense, Joey? Did I explain it properly?
Yeah, 100%, guys. Just put your TG screen name. Okay, not the name that appears, not the name that people know you, but your actual app screen name in your wallet, and just register, and then don't do anything else until you get further notice. Don't send, don't add, don't go into Uniswap, and send something somewhere. Don't
transfer the tokens anywhere. Just move on. You're registered. You're good. We don't need your tokens. We don't want them. They need to stay in your wallet. And where you're sending them, if it goes to a more or less like a dead address, we can't do anything with. So just kind of keeping that in mind.
Thanks, D.
No worries.
We added. So Daniel put the concept art for the Pochi Inu token up there. So that's where they're at with the token logo. I would like the team to move a little bit faster. They're inundated with technical things, and so getting some of like the art or like the general fluff kind of stuff associated with branding, they're moving a little bit slower than we're used to, and so we're trying to bring some people on. But yeah, this is just the initial concept. I think they'll have a few different concepts, and then they'll be able to go from there. Go ahead, Fisherman.
I just had a question about staking. When we talked this morning, you remember you asked me if I stake. In that time, it was still earlier than the 333, or I was already late for staking because I staked it something like 15 after we stopped the voice chat. Now I'm worrying that I won't get my bored cliff.
I can't wait, dude. You have a special place in the Clifford team's heart, so I'm sure that you'll probably get a board clip. Guys, this does not go for, like, that's why I didn't want anybody to quote me on the first number or people that were going to be staking in the contract, because there are specific people that really stand out, guys. Yeah, NFT, and you guys can see his picture there. That is one of the board Cliff NFTs. So we made a very limited amount.
I have it already.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Thanks, dude. Thanks for being here too. Did I skip over anybody? Did anybody get interrupted? If not, Marvin, you could go ahead, and then I'll unmute Dim Sim.
Hey, yeah. So I got a question about the board cliff. I'm just a little bit confused because I got disconnected for a little bit, and then I came back, and they were talking about it. So it's just like the board cliff is just like an NFT that like you would just get like any other NFT, like just to have it, I guess, or like maybe trade in the future, or does it have anything to do with like any other projects or anything like that?
You know what? The board cliff NFT will actually be free. So it'll be an admin mint, and it'll just be airdrops. Any utility attached to that, I think Budosh will come up with something potentially, or maybe he won't, and it'll just be a novelty item type NFT where there's only 333 of them. So,
okay, so it would be like airdrop like randomly to like cliff holders, or like how does that work?
Yeah, not randomly. I think that it's related to the first people that are staking on the protocol, and people that have been outstanding in the community. But it's at Boo's sole discretion on what he's planning on doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. I was like I said, I was just a little bit confused on that because it actually looks pretty cool. But yeah.
Yeah.
That was my question. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, our NFT artist is like super cool. Yeah, the board rabbits and the board cliffs, really, really sweet.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Yep. Okay, Aaron, I'm gonna add you, and then Dim Sim, you can go ahead, bud.
Yeah, guys, I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank a few of the InuYasha community members who yesterday took it upon themselves to fill up my InuYasha wallet with enough coins to qualify for this pre-launch. So I've actually just registered for my first pre-launch. Even though I've been here from the beginning, I just haven't quite had enough coins to get in. So I just wanted to just say, you know, what an amazing community, and it just melted my heart, mate, that they done that for me. And I wish everyone the best.
Badass, dude. Yeah, guys, I'll say thanks, man. Yeah, I'll just say, guys, like this is, I mean, like you could put the quality of people in this community up against any other community in the world, I think, and what everybody has come together to do, you know, over the last 3 months, right, as a DAO. You know, we have, like Tree and Snail, you know, sent presents to 500 kids in a children's hospital in Vietnam, sent rice and noodles and supplies to different villages, you know, like pallets of, you know, like thousands of pounds of rice. Environmental donations have gone out, you know, being centered around charity in general. Like these bear NFTs are going to a good cause that are helping youth deal with traumatic psychological issues related to the pandemic. The amount of help and contribution within the community has been outstanding. Guys, the token, like, I'm not sure what market cap we're at right now, but when you look at the utility of this InuYasha token and compare it to anything else, we're severely undervalued. I mean, the cumulative net worth of the members of the DAO and their ability to fund and incubate projects goes far beyond the market cap. of the token, right? The kinds of projects that we're able to turn out, and the kind of donation power we have is pretty remarkable, right? So like I say, it's like we're so undervalued, just as a token in regards to marketing. It's so hard to assign a value, because it's not like we have 50,000 holders or 100,000 holders and traders just trading all the time. But I think the one thing about everybody that holds the token is that like they almost don't even care, about the price action, because they've all enjoyed cumulative 1000x gains, right? Like when you look at our initial pre-sale, for InuYasha, and then another bit of pre-sale, and then another bit of pre-sale. The really interesting part. So this is, I was talking with people a little earlier on the Neko voice chat. So the way that the process works, and the people that have done this the best have become millionaires in the last 3 months, right? If they got into the InuYasha pre-sale and they took some profit, right? And then they use that profit to get into the next pre-sale, or maybe they ape a little bit at launch, and then they take a little bit of profit from that, and they ape, and they get the next pre-sale, and they ape into that at launch. The cumulative gains have been in excess of 1000x, right? Which is pretty outstanding. Okay, and the most bullish thing I think about the Clifford token contract itself is, when you think about when you take profit, right? The market cap, will take a small dip, right? Even if it's tiny, it'll take some type of small dip generally, right? And so depending on how much profit you take, there's going to have to be some people that come in behind you, right? To bring it back up, because your overall position decreased, right? The value of your current holdings of the actual token that you took profit from has decreased. Somebody is going to have to come in behind you in order to increase the value, so that eventually, although you have fewer tokens, they're worth the same amount, right, as the amount that you had previously before you took profit, if everybody's following. The thing about the Clifford token, if everybody worked together, which they don't, okay, and this is just human nature or just the way that the industry works or whatever it is, the Clifford token contract itself does that. You could take the Clifford project could pump. You could take a small amount of profit. You will have fewer tokens. However, the Clifford contract will increase the floor price of the token, so that although you have fewer tokens, it's now worth the same as before you took profit, right? And so it's really hard getting thousands of people to work together, but if they did, it would be outrageous, and you would have income for life, right? So anyway, let's move on. Meditation.
That's H.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it should be. We'll see here.
H.
Hey guys, hey Peyote, is awesome. Man.
Hey bud.
Hey. I just wanted to chime in, just like a little bit about like the community and people's generosity. It's just been like amazing. Like someone also did a huge kind of a gift type of thing, like when Neko launched and I missed it, and a couple of days later, someone found out, and I don't want to mention them. Maybe they don't want to, to be known, but like they dropped me like a huge bag of like Neko. Just the community has been nothing but stellar and generous and kind, and just an amazing ecosystem. That's all I wanted to say. And when launch, you know what I mean? When's the next launch? That's pretty much it, man. But right on,
Thanks, dude. Thanks, H. And thanks everybody for being involved with everything we're doing. It's there's so many people. Well, we're doing this, guys. My Twitter, like I've only had this Twitter for a short period of time. I'm not very active on it. We would generally do this on an official token Twitter. However, we did not have access to it. It's Sunday and people are families and whatnot, so it's hard to get a hold of people. So thanks for just pivoting here for this Twitter space. I think, guys, that's, unless anybody has anything else, I'm pretty much, that's about it. Is there anything that I missed? We talked about Pochi. We talked about Cliff. We talked about Yasha. Yasha to $1 billion, guys. It's ridiculous, like how much utility there is with this token. No shilling, just straight up. I think Yasha to $1 billion. The Sashiko, we talked about the charity projects. I think we're good, right, guys? We good to go? Oh, I see Green Planet is still going. You can go again if you want. And then we'll go ahead and close this down. I don't even, oh, there's an end button. Go ahead, Green Planet, if you have anything else.
This is Green Planet. Now, when the airdrop happens, will there be gas fees for which we'll have to have additional ETH to cover the gas fees for the pre-sale?
Which airdrop? The pre-sale airdrop?
Yes.
No, we pay gas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, huge shout out to Mco. He's just like a brilliant artist, guys. Visual artist, architectural engineer, and he is managing the Unreal 5 dev team and doing a really, really solid, amazing job. So this video, the Pochi Inu sneak peek, guys, that I tweeted out, that's Mco and team. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, like beast. We have so many talented people within the ecosystem. Like our NFT artist just keeps putting out hits. Yeah, there's just some really, really cool. Like, guys, huge shout out to Farouk. And then I'll end it. Huge shout out to Farouk. The kid is a stud. Like, he is a stud. Although there's very little volume on Guzzler, what he is doing is extremely hard, and we're just like so proud of him at his age to be managing the team that he's managing and being able to put out, because the basis behind his NFT integration is what Pochi and future NFT and metaverse projects will be based on. And it won't just be our projects, but we're pretty sure that, like I was talking about Zillow and all these real world applications for decay and growth, Farouk's work will be mimicked probably for years to come, right? So you guys remember where it came from. Okay, guys, I'm closing this down. Thanks, everybody.
Yasha to $1 billion.
To $1 billion, dude.
Let's go.